Hello friends, welcome back to another episode. I'm very happy that you could join me today, and I hope that you find these sessions beneficial as much as I find them beneficial to be able to tell you about what I know and what I've been reading about. So thank you for being here. Recently in life, I have felt very lost. I felt like I don't have a sense of purpose. I don't have a sense of direction. I'm not sure where I'm going, and it's difficult because to be able to know what to do in life, you need to know where you're going. So, for example, if I want to go from Birmingham to London, there's no point of driving really fast north towards Scotland because you'll never get to London. You're going the wrong direction. So that's why it's very important that we have the what, the how, and the why. The what and the how falls into place when you know your why. Because if you don't know your why, you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, eventually you'll either lose interest or you'll actually be going in the wrong direction, because if your why is something totally different to what you're doing at the moment, you'll never reach your destination and your purpose in life. And so I think it's important for all of us to know the why in our lives. Now, for me personally, I've been going through this journey of discovering what my why really is, and it's a journey. We'll probably never know the answer to this question, or maybe if you do, then you're in a better position because you know what you're working towards. But for someone like me, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going, and this is the journey that I'm going to go through to discover what it is that I need to look for in life. And discover what I need to be doing in life. But to actually know what I need to be doing, I need to first know what it is that my purpose is, what my purpose is. Now, philosophers in the past have, ancient and current and modern philosophers, have all spoken about this sense of purpose, this sense of belonging, finding what it is that you need to do in life. If you go back to Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, they've all spoken about this. But one of the most interesting philosophers I've come across recently is Søren Kierkegaard. Kierkegaard was a Danish philosopher, Danish existential philosopher. Now, existentialism is a relatively new concept. In fact, Kierkegaard is attributed to be one of the first existential philosophers. And existentialism, all it means is philosophers who look for meaning and purpose in life. Their job in life is to discover existence and what existence really means. You have analytical philosophers and you have continental philosophers, for example, as a dichotomy. Analytical philosophers focus more on logic and mathematics and structure. And a lot of British and French philosophers were analytical philosophers. But then you have the continental philosophers who look at deeper topics, who look at like meaning of life and what existence is and how do we discover our purpose in life and things like that. So Kierkegaard was one of these philosophers, and in fact, as I said, he's attributed to be one of the first existential philosophers. And for him the purpose and meaning in life is discovered by yourself. So it's not society, it's not religion, it's not orthodoxy, it's not, no one tells you what your purpose is. You find your purpose. Your purpose is within yourself. And for him, living an authentic life is a life where you basically discover your purpose yourself. Right? No one tells you what you need to be doing, and that's what his grand ethos was in terms of existential philosophy and what the purpose is. So he had three modes of existence, three modes of being. And for him, this was a gradation. So you basically go from one mode to the next mode to the next mode. And obviously the third mode, as you would guess, is probably the perfect mode of being for him. The first mode of being is the aesthetic way of being, aesthetic mode of existence. In the aesthetic way of existence, a person indulges in pleasure and fun. So his life is just fun. That's all life is about. One experience after another experience. He talks about a lot of art and indulgence in all of these things, that bodily needs and all of that stuff. That's what life's purpose is just to have fun. And a lot of people do this. So they work very hard Monday to Friday and then go out partying all weekend, come back with a hangover, and then come back on Monday to work, and the cycle continues. And that's the purpose essentially in life. But I don't buy that. I mean, I've indulged in pleasure in the past, and it doesn't give you the satisfaction that you're looking for, because we are meant for more. We are meant for more than just the aesthetic way of being, where you just have fun. it's good to have fun, but surely life is more than just having fun. Surely there is a more a better way of being than just fun. There should be more to life, surely. I'd be very disappointed if life was just fun. And then he goes to the next level. So the second stage of existence, this again, as I said, is a gradation, and so you move from one level to the next level. The second stage is the ethical mode of existence for Kierkegaard. The ethical mode of existence is where you have like moral codes and structures. So you follow a moral code and you basically abide by that code. A lot of philosophers have spoken about morality in the past. You have Immanuel Kant, you have all these different moral philosophies, and like even Plato spoken about morality and the moral codes. But essentially for Kierkegaard, as you move from the fun aspect, the aesthetic way of being, you move to the ethical way of being, where you abide by certain rules, by certain laws. You impose those structures in your life, so you follow that framework, right? And you stick within the bounds of the moral code. And then you move to the highest level for Kierkegaard, which is the religious mode of being. Now, Kierkegaard was a believer in God, so you would expect him to have God function in this equation. And for him, this is where the leap of faith comes in. So you take the leap of faith and you jump into the religious way of being, where you have a greater existential purpose, where God obviously features as a central element in it, and you're discovering your purpose in the vicinity of God, or things like that, where God becomes a central part of your life, and you basically live in a way where you are a religious person. And religious doesn't mean like dogmatic religion. It means like you've discovered your purpose, you've found your true calling in life, and God features a central part of that calling in life. Now, for me, this is powerful. I think personally, I enjoyed studying Kierkegaard and his modes of existence, because it summarizes in a way our life. It tells us what we should be doing and how we should be living. And to be honest, like since we're born until we are teenagers, we go through this aesthetic way of being, where we discover ourselves and discover pleasure and then have fun and do all of these things. And then as we live through life, we realize actually there is more to life. There must be more to life, and you think to yourself, maybe there is something else. And that's where he goes to the ethical way of being, where you start having some structure in your life, where you start living in a way where you want to follow some rules and regulations and stick within the bounds of that those rules and regulations. And then obviously as you progress further in your journey to discover yourself and discover what your purpose is, you then reach the religious way of being, the mode of existence. And to me this is powerful, because I want to reach the place where I can find out what my purpose is. Now the problem with purpose, a lot of misconceptions happen with purpose. So for example, we think of purpose like a stone that we need to find in the middle of a desert. So we go around searching, we find the stone, and voila, we've done it. But that's not really purpose, because that tells me that once you find the stone, that's it, you're done. But really, life is a journey, and purpose is also a journey. So the whole point of finding your purpose is going through this journey of discovering yourself and finding finding who you really are. There's a popular quote, a famous quote that says, "He who knows himself will know his Lord." And depending on whatever your Lord, definition of your Lord is, but the whole point is you go through this journey inwards, inside you, and try and find who you really are. And then once you find who you are through this journey, then you basically go forward on this journey as you discover more and more about yourself, because this is an infinite journey. Life is a journey. And the whole point of purpose is you're not trying to find a diamond or a stone or something in the desert, and that's it, you found it. It's meant to be a journey in life, and something that you basically use to steer yourself forward, and find that the true meaning in life. And I'm going through this journey at the moment, and I'm trying to really find out what it is that that I need to discover in life. And philosophers like Kierkegaard and also Kant and Plato, they all help in these discoveries. And I think existential philosophy especially are fundamental to this journey. People like Hegel, Heidegger, Kierkegaard, they're really useful to read and understand and digest, even though I think they're very hard to understand in some of their works, but they give you a good framework for which you can follow. So I hope this has been beneficial in terms of what I've been thinking about. And in the next episode, I actually want to bring a book that I have just finished reading that talks about finding a purpose in life, essentially, which is what I've been trying to discover. And I found it a very powerful book, and I think you will definitely enjoy that episode. So I hope you do join me next time, and I hope this has been very beneficial. But until next time, see you soon. Thank you for being here.